I've ever heard. My name is Sahil. I'm 25 years old. About a month ago, I went on a trip to Manali with 3 of my closest friends, Chirag, Arun, and Samay. This wasn't just a vacation. A few months earlier, Samay's younger brother had died in a tragic road accident during a school trip. Ever since then, Samay had changed completely. The cheerful, energetic friend we once knew had become quiet, distant, and emotionally broken. We thought a trip to the mountains might help him heal. For the first few days, everything was perfect. We explored beautiful valleys, visited tourist attractions, and enjoyed the breathtaking scenery of Manali. On the 3rd day, we decided to visit the famous Rohtang Pass. As we were leaving our hotel, the receptionist stopped us. "Try to return before 6 in the evening," he said. We laughed and asked him why. His expression suddenly turned serious. "Rohtang means Valley of Death," he replied. According to local legends, hundreds of years ago, anyone who stayed here after dark was found dead the next morning. The authorities blamed accidents and harsh weather, but locals believed something else was responsible. A shadow. Something that roams these mountains after sunset. We dismissed the story as a tourist myth and continued our journey. Hours later, after exploring Rohtang Pass, we started driving back. The sun had already disappeared behind the mountains. A thick fog slowly swallowed the road. Soon visibility became almost impossible. Arun gripped the steering wheel tightly while the rest of us searched the darkness ahead. Then we noticed a milestone. Manali, 28 kilometers. Beside it sat a man wearing nothing but a white dhoti. In the freezing cold. The sight felt strange, but we kept driving. About 20 minutes later, we saw the same milestone again. Manali, 28 kilometers. And beside it, the same man. No one spoke. A strange feeling settled inside the car. Then Chirag broke the silence. "Guys. I don't want to scare anyone, but I saw that milestone earlier too." I immediately replied. "And there was a man sitting there, right?" Chirag slowly shook his head. "No. I saw a little girl holding a toy." The car became silent. Then Arun spoke. "Neither of you are right. I saw a black horse." Every one of us had seen something different. We turned toward Samay. His face looked pale. His eyes seemed distant. He quietly whispered. "Someone needs our help. If anyone asks for help, we should stop." His words sent chills down my spine. Half an hour later, we saw it again. Manali, 28 kilometers. The 3rd time. Now we knew something was terribly wrong. It was nearly 11 o'clock at night. We felt trapped inside an endless loop. Then suddenly Arun said something that froze our blood. "Don't look outside. Just keep looking ahead. Something is walking beside the car." My heart nearly stopped. There were no vehicles around us. No people. No lights. Only darkness. And then I saw him. A boy. Around 15 years old. Covered in dirt. His face was bruised and injured. The most horrifying part. He wasn't running. Our car was moving at nearly 40 kilometers per hour. And yet the boy calmly walked beside us. Step by step. Keeping pace effortlessly. Samay suddenly leaned forward. "Maybe he needs help." Before anyone could stop him, he rolled down his window. Arun desperately tried to close it using the central lock. Nothing worked. We screamed Samay's name. The boy suddenly stopped. As our car moved away, I looked into the rearview mirror. The boy stood alone in the darkness, waving at us. And to my horror, Samay smiled. And waved back. We accelerated immediately. Minutes later, we finally saw another milestone. Manali, 16 kilometers. For the first time that night, we felt relief. Just before 2 in the morning, we reached the hotel. Exhausted and terrified, we agreed to discuss everything in the morning and went to sleep. But the worst part of the night was still waiting for us. At exactly 3:30 a.m. I woke up. Someone was singing. A soft lullaby echoed through the room. I opened my eyes. And my blood ran cold. Sammy was standing in front of a mirror. Slowly rocking back and forth. Singing like a small child. Chanda Hai Tu. Mera Suraj Hai Tu. His voice sounded wrong. Unnatural. I immediately woke Arun and Chirag. We called his name. Again and again. But he ignored us completely. Then we noticed his reflection. His eyes were glowing red. Dark marks surrounded his neck. As if invisible hands were choking him. And on his face was a smile that didn't belong to him. He kept singing. Over and over. The same lullaby. None of us dared go near him. Slowly, we backed toward the door. And just as we were about to leave, Sammy giggled. Like a child. Then he looked directly at us. And said, "If I knock on your window tonight, you'll open it and help me. Won't you?" The moment he finished speaking, he collapsed. Unconscious. The next morning, we took him to a local priest. The priest looked at him for only a few seconds before speaking. Someone close to him died recently. A dark entity has taken advantage of his grief. It is pretending to be that lost soul. The priest performed prayers and cleansing rituals. Hours later, Sammy began vomiting violently. Among the vomit was a thick black liquid unlike anything I had ever seen. After that day, Sammy returned to normal. He remembers nothing. But I do. Because every single night, when I close my eyes, I still hear that lullaby. And sometimes, in my dreams, someone knocks on my window. Very softly. Waiting for me to open it. If you enjoyed this true horror story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, if you ever find yourself driving through Rohtang Pass after dark, never stop for anyone. No matter how much they need your help.